Hello friends, just wanted to add a quick update to the beginning of this video because I haven't posted in a while, just with everything kind of starting to go back to normal and working every day. I'm just dead when I get home, so I've barely been cooking, let alone cooking certain things for videos. I'm also trying to think of different series to do because I guess quarantine's over, so I can't really do quarantine cooking anymore, even though I have one more quarantine cooking video to post. I just haven't put it together yet. I know I said in my pancake video on my Instagram that I had two done, but one was quarantine and one was something else, and I don't like the something else one. The quarantine cooking one will go up at some point. I know we're not in quarantine anymore, but hey. It's done, and I just need to put it together and post it, but I don't know when that will be. I do have two other series ideas in mind. I just need to start doing them, and hopefully I can start bringing you more food videos soon. I mean, after this one. This is the first idea I had, actually the second idea I had, and it's a series called Make It Veggie, and I'm going to take different dishes that I enjoyed when I ate meat and make them so I can eat them now. The other series, not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but thinking about it. Hopefully something will come of it. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled, and I'll be posting semi-regularly again soon. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Hello, friends. Since we are no longer in quarantine, well, we're not here anyway, I am trying to think of another series to do outside of quarantine cooking. So I have two in mind. This is going to be the first video of the first series I have in mind, called Make It Veggie, where I'm going to take dishes that I used to enjoy back when I ate meat and make them vegetarian so I can eat them again, and other people can possibly get ideas. I don't know. It's just an idea I had. I might do 1 to 2 videos on it and change my mind. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. It's been a weird and hard and whatever few weeks, but hopefully once I get back in the swing of work and I'm not dead every day when I get home, I'll be able to cook some more for myself, but also for videos. If you hear a lot of noise in the background, the boys have a new cat tree, so they are ecstatic, and they just run and play and jump and scream and knock everything down because they're excited about this new cat tree. So if you hear that in the background, that's what it is. It's the boys just being assholes. But yeah, so today I am going to make English breakfast because that's, oh my god, that is my favorite thing ever of all time, is full English breakfast. And I used to make it all the time, like the greasy, meaty, oh my god. Just thinking about it now is making me drool. So I'm going to attempt a veggie version. Really all that needs to be fixed is not fixed, because there's nothing wrong with English breakfast. Really all needs to be changed is the bacon and the sausage, and I have smoked tempeh and vegan sausage. I have ground, vegan sausage ground, but I'm gonna make it work. Even if I have sausage patties instead of a full sausage, and just completely change the English breakfast. I'm gonna have the essence of English breakfast, but make it veggie. So that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so first things first, we're going to prep our veggies. Obi, give up. We're gonna prep our veggies. We're gonna make our own beans because I don't like canned beans. I like to make my own. We're gonna do beans. All full English breakfasts have tomato and mushroom. So usually it's like a few slices of tomato, but I don't have any big tomatoes, so I'm just gonna do a few cherry tomatoes, and I have my mushrooms over here, and potatoes. Fried potatoes or hash browns or whatever. From all the English breakfasts I've seen and made, big part. So I have some Veggie potatoes over here to cut up and get ready to fry off. I think that's all we need for veggies. So let's get started. We're gonna prep the veggies for the beans. I have an onion that I cut open a couple days ago for something else, which is not good. Never mind. We're gonna get a fresh onion. And the onion. I don't have a garbage bowl, so I'm gonna get a garbage bowl because it'll be very much needed today. Okay, back with my garbage bowl. It's literally gone in like 2 seconds, but I wanted to turn it off in case the shelf fell down in this old white cabinet. It's a few years old. It's survived many a move. It has been like put back together so many times that like I'm afraid that one of these days I'm gonna open the door and everything's just gonna collapse, because it wouldn't be the first time that happened. So I'm gonna cut my onion down through the root. I think you only want about a half an onion for this recipe. For the beans, it's an old recipe. I'm pretty sure I found one point on Sorted Food, but I was never able to find it again after, so I just kind of had to remember how to make it. And I'm pretty sure every time I do it differently, but it turns out really good every time. So we're gonna slice into our onion this way. And then this way, and I know that I don't hold my food the right way when I'm cutting it, but it's Obi in the back playing with the onions, not eating them because onions are very bad for cats. He just knocks them around. Yeah, I know I don't hold my hands the right way. It's just I do what's comfortable for me and I'm safe. I don't let the knife come anywhere near my fingers. Well, like near enough to cut. They are near because they have to be. So we're just going to dice up our onion. Going to use that other half probably in something for supper. Move our diced onion off to the side of our cutting board. we take out our handy microplane, do our garlic. I'm gonna do 3 cloves. Garlic. Okay. Okay, onion and garlic. That's for the beans. Now we're gonna cut up a couple. Actually, I'm gonna go wash my hands and we'll come back and do the rest of the veggies. Okay, so we got our onions and our garlic done for the beans. My hands are washed because garlic is very sticky when you cut it up or grate it. He can see the bottom of his food bowl. I don't know if you can hear Obi, but he can see the bottom of his food bowl, so he's hungry. There is 2 bowls of food down there, but they're not wet food. So I'm starving him to death. Just so you know why he's wailing down there if you can even hear it. Okay, so I'm going to take a few of these small tomatoes, not that many. Actually, I was going to cut these up, but I might not even do that. I might just keep them whole and like put them in the pan with some salt and pepper, so I won't even cut them. But I will cut my mushrooms. So this few minutes of veggie prep didn't really need to be in the video, but I don't know, maybe I just want to talk to you guys. How are you guys doing? It's been a while since I made a video. I did post making pancakes on my Instagram page. If you wanted to check that out, if you haven't already. Gonna do 2 big mushrooms and like a mid-size. Yeah, I made my my amazing pancakes over on my Instagram. Time to wash my hands again and wash around. He did not step on my cutting board, thankfully. Be right back yet again. Okay, so we're back. Everything's cleaned off. We are peeling mushrooms. We are foregoing the knife because after a minute it's just easier to hook your fingers under and pull it all off. You might damage your mushrooms a little bit. Well, not. You might just rip them up a little bit more than if you were using the knife, but that's no big deal. Half the time, if I am cutting up mushrooms for stuff anyways, I'll just end up breaking them apart with my hands because same result. Takes less time. Breathing a bit heavy. I don't know if it's apparent in my voice or if you can hear it all, but after like 3 months of not being at work and only wearing a mask like for an hour or two a week. Wearing a mask every day for like 2 weeks for 8 hours a day. My lungs are all of a sudden like, nope, don't like that, as they would be. So my asthma decided to flare back up again. So I took the day off work, and that's the only reason I am, well, not the only reason, but that's how I am able to make this video for you today. And right now, it is currently 2 p.m., and I still have not had breakfast. So that is another reason why I'm making this video for you today. I had to wake up early and call in, and then like shower and go get my prescription for my inhalers and everything. So it's just been like the day has gotten away from me, and I haven't gotten a chance to have breakfast yet. So we're just going to slice these. They don't have to be like perfect or anything because they're going to be fried. Anyway. So just cut them up, and then lastly I hope my phone doesn't lose its balance there. There it is. Because it's already fallen down once. I'm just going to do a small handful of these potatoes to go along the side. And with those, they're tiny. Are these the ones that you don't have to wash? Because they look pretty dirty. I'm just gonna give them a quick rinse anyway, just to be on the safe side. Lost one in the sink, but I got it. I'm just gonna cut the bigger ones in 4 and the smaller ones in half, because we like a good chunky potato. We like potatoes in any form in this house. Should be my next chalkboard or my next letterboard. I have 2 out there now. Well, I have 3 actually. I have a chalkboard that just says, "Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house." I have a letterboard with my house rules, which are no pants, Africa by Toto, and Ball Till You Fall. And my third one is just from a TikTok, and it says, "Alive, ahaha, fuck." And that's the decorations around my house, besides some paintings that I've made for myself. Okay, so potatoes are all cut up. We got our onions and our garlic for our beans. We got our mushrooms and our tomato. What do we have left? Just the meats, and I got beans, meats and egg, and bread. I'm not gonna make my own bread because I'm hungry and lazy, so I bought bread from Sobeys. Yeah, so I will get my pans heated up and meet you over at the stove. Okay, so our oil in our pot is going a little wild because I think there was some water in there when I put the oil in there, but it's fine. And I got our handy dandy frying pan here as well. So in the frying pan, We're going to drop our potatoes a few at a time because I'm doing this one-handed. And I'm going to put in a couple pieces of our onion for our beans. Oh my god! The bean pot. Just because I want that little bit of onion flavor on my potatoes. Now, try to do this one-handed. I'm going to tip our onion into the pot. And our garlic into the pot. Don't mind me and my Tarzan sounds. I might need to add a little bit more oil in here too, after I realize that I'm not even pointing the camera at what's in the pan, or in the pot, just pointing it in general. And then these over here are fine. I'm going to season these just with some salt and pepper. I'm going to put salt, pepper, and thyme in here. And I need 2 hands to do that, so that's why I'm letting you know what's going in both of these. I'm not gonna leave it any steps, don't worry. Okay, so with the beans, fresh thyme would be preferable, but I don't have any at this moment. I usually have some in the freezer, but I don't right now. I never oil anything enough, so I always have to add extra. But yeah, you just want to cook this until it's fragrant, which isn't hard because everything in there has a lot of fragrance. I gotta start looking at the screen and not at what I'm doing so I can see what you guys are seeing and so you don't just see this. And I did lie a little bit. I left out the fact that I put thyme in here too. I said I wasn't going to leave out a step, and I did! Like 2 seconds after I said I wasn't going to leave one out. I'm sorry. I hope you forgive me. Now, in here with this, we're going to add our beans. I'm going to do Romano beans. Sometimes I use canned, but today I had some dried ones, so I threw them in to boil earlier because I forgot to soak them. So I'm going to put those in here. Again, I need 2 hands. So the beans go in here. They're going to cook around for a little bit, maybe like a minute, and then I'm going to add a can of diced tomato. Okay, so I'm also realizing now that I should have put the beans on earlier, but I haven't made them in a while, so I'm just trying to remember how to do things as I'm going. Should have put them on a little while ago because they do have to simmer for a bit. I also, over here, put my mushrooms in just to fry them off a little bit. Got a little bit of salt on them to help draw out the moisture easier. Potatoes still going away. They're almost done now. In the beans, I just have them covered there because they're supposed to be simmering covered from what I remember from making this like ages ago. But I'm gonna put in a little bit of veggie stock and a small pinch of brown sugar. Yeah, I think that's all I have left to go in it. I do remember though, from the recipe, if you wanted to put meat in this, you can put chorizo or pancetta or something in it. Do that with the onions and garlic and stuff. But obviously I'm leaving that out because I'm making meatless, so yeah. Gonna put in some, like a little bit of veggie stock, maybe like a half a cup, third of a cup, whatever, not very much at all. And like a tablespoon of brown sugar. Everything's added in here, and you just want to cover it, bring it to a boil, let it boil for a while, just to get all the flavors introduced, and maybe reduce the liquid in it a little bit. But yeah, just let it sit for a bit. All this stuff's coming out of here, and then we're going to do our meats and our tomato. Okay, so here our sausage is the Light Life Gimme Lean Veggie Ground, and this is Light Life Fake and Bacon Smoky Tempeh. And over here we're going to put a handful of our tomatoes. Nice and colorful. I think that's enough. One more. We'll do our tomatoes. We're going to put some salt and some pepper on the tomatoes as well. This has been sitting here for a minute, so I'm going to... Yeah, usually with English breakfast you'd see like a sausage link, but I already had this stuff here, so I wasn't going to buy more sausage. And then we have our tempeh, mushrooms on the mind because they're on the plate. Tomato, and our beans going over here. They're doing something. So we're going to get this done, and then, so salt and pepper, like I said, we're going to do this, and then it comes eggs. I know how to speak English. Eggs are next. Okay, so our pan still has some residue from everything else we've cooked. It's going to make our eggs taste good, but it also increases chance of eggs sticking to everything, so hopefully I can still get a good runny fry without breaking my yolk. I also realized I didn't do my bread, so I have one of the racks moved up as far as it can go in my oven. There's a piece of parchment paper back there. Don't mind that. Oh my god, I do know English, I swear. I got one of the racks moved right up to the top, and I have the broiler turned on. I'm gonna let that heat up a bit, and I'm gonna crack my eggs in the pan. Eggs are in, salt and pepper in oil. I did make a video on my Instagram at Home Cooking with Jules of how to make my perfect fried runny eggs. I was about to say frunny, but yeah, fried runny eggs. So I'm going to attempt to do this today without them sticking to the pan, which they probably will. But I like to cook them until you can see the white is not fully cooked. Not even like almost all the way cooked, about half cooked. Sometimes they do get a little overcooked again, and it's not a huge deal. Until it's about half cooked, and then I flip them over and immediately kill the heat and just let them sit there. And then after about a minute, not even, take them out of the pan. Sorry, I had to take a breath there. You take them out of the pan, and they should be good. And this is doing its thing. I tasted one of the beans. It's still kind of hard, so I'm hoping that this boiling in the tomato is gonna help them soften up so they're more edible. Oh, look. As I was talking, my eggs cooked to the point that I like them. Just gonna separate them. Flip one. Flip two. Everything's so hard to do with a camera in your hands. Kill the heat. By the time I put my bread in, I'll probably take them out, which is right now. So I have my broiler on. It's preheated. Slide one slice in, slide two slices in. If you're gonna do your toast this way, you have to keep an eye on it because it can go from bread to burnt in like seconds. Eggs are done. This is still boiling away. I'm gonna give it like another minute, and I might end up just eating some hard beans because everything else is done and I am hungry. And there we have our meat-free full English. I only have a small portion of beans because, like I said, they're still pretty tough. I'm leaving the rest of the pot simmering there for a while, so hopefully it'll help soften them up. If not, I'll be very sad because I love this beans recipe. Love it, love it, love it. I have, like, when I make it, I have beans on toast, like, every day until it's gone. We have our toast here. done under the broiler, so the outside's nice and soft. And yeah, our full English, no meat. It makes, when I say it like that, it makes me, I don't know how many people watching this, if any are watching this, watch TikTok as well. But there's a TikTok of a guy with a Yankees hat, and it's just, like, the part that goes on your head, like, it doesn't have the rest of it. He just goes, Yankee with no bram! And then that's all my head has been saying since I've been doing this, just, breakfast with no meat! And I don't know. I don't know why you watch me. But thank you. Thank you for watching me. Um, it's good to be back cooking. It's good to just talk at someone. Yeah, I'm gonna go have my breakfast now because it's 2:50 and I'm starving. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.